Hey everybody, it's John. Welcome back to the farm. We're happy to have you. So this week we're going to put together that lean-to shed for the tractor and the mower, and hopefully get that to the point to where we can start parking our equipment underneath it, which I think we will. And then as usual, we got to take a look at the pigs, so see what's going on there. See them out there behind me right now. They're having breakfast. Weather's been beautiful, so thanks for joining us. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want an alert when a new video pops up. And for those who have subscribed, thank you very much. We appreciate it. See this little hen, she's enjoying a couple worms I turned over there. Anyway, I'll take a few measurements here, and I think, yeah, you know, obviously this needs to be reworked. I never cut that fence off, and I don't like how this fence right here is running anyway, but I think ultimately this post will come out and this will tie right into that corner beam. It's just there for looks anyway, for me to frickin' lean on, because you got to have a post to lean on. Claire, what's going on with the piggy?
You can tell them. Okay.
All right, so we just took this little guy inside and washed his hoof. It looks like he's lost part of a hoof and may have a little abscess on there. So we're gonna watch him here for a couple days. I mean, nothing seems to be bad. I'm touching it and he doesn't seem to be in any pain other than, you know, I mean, he kind of walks funny on it, but pig's got the zoomies this evening. It's a gorgeous evening out. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on him. And we do have a vet appointment scheduled, but I'm not sure it's going to be a trip we're going to have to take here. So it looks way better than it looked yesterday. But that little stinker is joined at the hip to mama. He doesn't get far away from right there. He's a hungry little squirt. So big finger coming in. I think this one and that one are both males. That should be a female. They're definitely doing well, picking at mom's food. We got another load of vegetables today. Well, I couldn't find some pigs this morning. Making sure I'm not still missing one here. They're down here up underneath the Osage. Yeah, I think I'm still missing a pig. Yeah, it was in there. It come running out when I just gave him some feed right here. Y'all be good. Furman. Alright, it's a cool breezy day out here on the farm. Just threw some Osage fruits up here to the boars and to the sows. So big finger coming in. Those two pens down there are empty now, so I just got lemon in here with her 6 and Juliet in here with her 6. I took that hot wire down all back there where Francine and the little babies were running, so that's all cleaned up now. Walk up here and check on everybody. I did not see Hazelnut this morning, but there she is right there. Assuming she was off in the pasture. Dinah knows you gonna come under there? I don't care if y'all come in here with the boars. Y'all pretty much got the run of the farm right now. Y'all can't get into a whole lot. Starting my first hole. See how this goes. This ground's harder than petrified woodpecker lips. But so far it looks like it's clay, which is not surprising me up here by the barn. We'll see how far down I can go. So I'm not worried about getting these too deep, but they'll at least be 2 foot in the ground. That should keep us below the frost line. Once again, ground at clay is as hard as it can be. So I'm getting through it slowly but surely. This breaker bar is my best friend right now, although it is a shoulder workout. So I'm getting my homestead CrossFit in today. I said these posts were fairly straight, so I can't really argue about that. But they are plumb, according to my level. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can start getting this third one in the ground, because this ground is hard. It ain't easy digging. That pile of clay right there about killed me. Well, I got all 3 posts in the ground, and I would say for the most part, if I can line them up there, they look pretty good. They're as close as I'm going to be able to get them, and that ground is hard. But I just got that middle post put in. Right now everything is as straight up and down as I can make it. All the bubbles are in between the lines. So let this stuff set up. These end posts have already cured. It took me a little while to dig that middle one there. That ground is, man, tough, tough, tough. Yeah, I think it's gonna be all right. Like I said, we're right at 10 foot, 9 foot in those openings right there. So I think that'll give a nice little overhang, plenty big enough for this L3301. I mean, I think this thing at its widest point is 5 foot. I think it's a 60-inch bucket on it. All right, we're getting rolling here. So get some of this stuff out of the way, and got my generator running because it hasn't run in a while. So anyway, I think I got enough tools drug out here. I'll spare you the buying all the lumber and sticker shock and all that. It's bought, so Let's see if we can start getting this thing put together. I went ahead and went with the 2x6s. I think it's going to be plenty. All right, well, today's taking a little bit longer than anticipated, just getting some things ready. But I think I finally decided on that board right there will be right about 10 feet. And this is going to be at 8.5 feet. I think it'll be fine. Like I said, it's not going to see a whole lot of weather. And if it does, I'll come out here and pull the snow off of it. It won't be the first time. Well, we're getting there. A lot more slope than what I thought it would have, but it still ain't much. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. It's Friday, and it's a beautiful fall day. Leaves are starting to fall, trees are getting pretty bare. Look on the ground here and see they're pretty covered. I normally try to do one final mowing of the year where I'll lift the deck up a pretty good bit. Kind of mulch up the leaves some and let them decompose. And then, just kind of knock the top off the grass and let it go dormant for the year. Anyway, it's been a busy couple days. I'll turn the camera around here and show you what we got going on. So we got everything pretty much framed up. Had a friend of mine come over today and help me knock some of this out. It's definitely a lot easier with the extra set of hands. But yeah, everything's looking a lot better than I could have anticipated. Well, here comes the pigs. They see me walking up. But yeah, it's even the slope worked out a little better than I kind of expected. I think I could have come down on it just a little bit more, but I really want it with a high ceiling. Eventually I'm going to put some stone in here. Like I said, if I could, I'd concrete this in and at least some of the barn, if not all of it. The animals don't really spend a whole lot of time in there. So having a concrete floor and being able to easily clean it out would be nice, but definitely not needed. But yeah, this is turning out pretty good. Alrighty, quitting time for today. I got all but a couple purlins on and a little bit more nailing to do. You can see it in the shadows there. So really just a few small things to do tomorrow morning. Obviously I got to top those down posts still. I really don't want to pull my chainsaw out and have to sharpen that blade. I went grubbing with it a while back, cutting a tree down where I mow. And I'm sure all of you know what that does to a chainsaw blade. So anyway, everything's looking good. I was a couple boards shy of what I needed, but I had some used boards laying around here that I think will put a big juicy check in the box. So I'll get all this wrapped up in the morning, start getting the metal on, and call this puppy done. We'll get the tractor and mower put under it, so I'm sure I'll have a couple updates come tomorrow. But yeah, I did the purlins. Not that it was difficult, but I'm not a little guy, and 10 foot off the ground is 10 foot off the ground. But I didn't fall. Anyway, I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of a sudden impact. Saturday here on the farm. I'm going out to feed animals. And then I'm going to get this metal on this roof today, start cleaning up this barnyard, get the implements moved around, get the mower under cover. At least that's the plans. I need to get some pig feed today. Seems like I'm always in need of pig feed. Girls are going to be off the farm, so hopefully I can get this done and not. It's looking pretty good though. I mean, I'm curious what it's going to look like when I get the metal on it. Hopefully it's not too god-awful wonky. I got some trimming and cleaning up to do. And get my chainsaw. Get those posts topped. Morning chickens. All right, the chainsaw sharpened. Everything's looking good. I got my file stuck in my drill. Helps out. Do it a little faster. Got my scrunch. I'll make sure everything's all tightened up. Get some oil and gas in this puppy and see if I can't get these posts topped. Then I got a little bit of nailing to do on a couple purlins, and I should be able to start putting some metal on. All right, the posts are topped. The chainsaw, it needs some love. Ran good, surprisingly. But yeah, that blade just might be toast. So anyway. Bolt cutters, gotta have them. Then I need to address that opening up there before I put the metal on, so I can try to get that closed off. So I think that's what I will do now. All right, incremental progress. That hole is, I'm using my air quotes here, closed up for now. And I'm just doing some support stuff, and probably in the next half hour I'll be putting on the metal. If I don't get absolutely covered in spider webs first. There are cobwebs everywhere. Cobwebs, honeybees, and yellow jackets. Anyway, taking my time, not in a big hurry today. I'm so sore from yesterday I can barely stand it. Once again, progress is slow, but that's okay. About halfway done. I got the animals fed. Still clipping along here. The metal's going up well. So, I mean, I think it's turning out a little better than what the structure probably is. All right, it's the end of Saturday here. The metal is on. I put a board across that one because I got to get up there and finish putting a few fasteners in, but I'm out of freaking gas. I mean, I still got work to do on the top side. Fix the siding on the barn and put some flashing in to cover over that part of the roof and fill in a little gap up there, which is fine. I mean, if this obviously leaks a little bit, it's not a big deal, but it's going to keep the majority of the weather off my machines. You can see I pulled the mower in just for kind of reference there. And I'll have the chipper in there and then the tractor. I think everything else can pretty much stay out, but anyway, I'm going to finish cleaning up here and call it a day. I think it looks pretty good from here. Not too bad. It appears our chicken door here is not functioning. Well, there we go. I can get it to manually open, I guess. One more thing to try to figure out today. That's the brand. It got pretty decent reviews, but most people said when it came time to change the battery, or if you had any problems with it, it would start giving you issues. But last time it was just because the clock was like 6 hours off. It wasn't opening on time. Chicken makes me wonder where you've been living. Well, it must be nice to be a pig. Righty, bud, while I would say this is going to be highly entertaining, I don't think you want to start playing that game just yet. You're over here getting on me. Stinker. He just thought he wanted some hot dog. You didn't need to drink that water, did you? It ain't that hot out here. Here, I'll put some water in y'all's wallow. Get on out of there. The babies are doing good. On both sides. What are you huffing and puffing about? I'm gonna give you some water. You quit dumping it, you'll be all right. Yeah, all Lemon's babies are doing good. One with the little hoof seems to be getting around just fine. Juliet stepped on one of her babies the other day and we had a bleeding hoof over there. And I had to clean that one up a little bit. But for the most part, everybody's been healthy. A couple little hoof problems. We're watching this little guy right here. He is just not growing the way that he should be. Yeah, if he's eating feed, we might end up pulling him off mom and bringing him in. He just doesn't look good. What you doing over there, Draco? I'm down here gagging about. No time to eat. Lemon's babies are huge. She got some fat little turds. And they're all wet. Well, I think for this week and this project, that's going to put a wrap on it. So Amanda just came out and helped me finish up a few little bits. Got the fascia board on there. There will be another one that'll eventually cover that when I get the gutters put on. I still have to trim this metal back. But yeah, there we go. Man, it feels good putting something on my list and actually being able to knock it out. So now all I got to do is get my mess cleaned up, which is never fun. But yeah, I'm glad this is over. Well, over for now. But yeah, it was a good learning experience. Like I said, I think when we come off the front side of the barn and do some more of this over here, when we add on to this side, I'll have learned enough lessons to know what I'm supposed to be doing. And while this is not perfectly square, it's close enough for what it is and what I'm using it for. I'm curious at this point if I went overboard using the 6x6s, but I really hated to go as small as a 4x4 because they tend to warp over time. I'll walk over here and sit down, admire my handiwork. So yeah, that's done. Hopefully this will be standing for a long time and I'll sleep a lot better at night. Actually, I won't sleep any better at night, but I'll feel a lot better knowing that I can get some of my equipment out of the weather. And then there's some extra little storage space under here as well. Popcorn, leave that pig alone. She wasn't doing nothing but laying there sleeping. Y'all just ate. You ain't getting fed again. I'm gonna put you in with the boars if you keep being mean. Well, I see 8 babies. One of them's done wandered off. So anyway, completely forgot what I was saying now. But yeah, great week on the farm. We got a lot done. If you've stuck around this long, please like and subscribe. We appreciate every one of you for watching. And yeah, with that, we'll catch you next time.